with the number 1 pick. Nick, Dane wasn't the first one to say that the Colts are going to trade up. What he did do that PFF did not do was he put in the compensation that was there. So he's got the Colts trading with the Bears, swapping 1 and 4, and then the Bears get their 2nd round pick. So that's number 35 and a 2024 1st round pick. So 2 firsts and a 2nd to move up, and they have him taking Bryce Young from Alabama.
I think it's certainly Bryce Young should go number 1 overall in this draft class, given the quarterback position. I don't know if it's going to be a slam dunk, though, that a team that the Bears want to trade with is going to want to come up for Bryce Young, because we don't know what the parameters of how the Colts or the Seahawks or the Panthers, et cetera, are going to value these quarterbacks. Bryce Young, for as calm, collected, magnificent he is, smooth, getting the ball out, throwing off different angles, is going to be a massive outlier in terms of his size. He's listed at 5'11", 6 foot, 190 pounds. We'll see what he actually comes in at. I'm guessing he's going to pack on the weight for the combine and then not do any of the running. And then you'll see him slim down and then run at the pro day or something like that. Just a classic, I'm a small man, but don't tell me I'm small situation in that one. But he's going to be an outlier, I think. And Mock Draftable, which does a phenomenal job aggregating combine data, I think when I added up all the quarterbacks, or they have an aggregate of all the quarterbacks at the combine since 1999, there have been, I think, 700 quarterbacks weighed. Only 3 of them weighed under 195 pounds. 3 out of 720 or something, which is a significant sample size.
That's a big number. I would say that the game has changed enough over even the past 5 years with the quarterback protection that I'm not as worried about it, where I want the guy who can make quick decisions and make the throws. But again, you're still not talking about when you're looking in the top 10, you're looking for traits. And I think that's where you can really miss on quarterbacks sometimes. Zach Wilson, and, I don't mean to bag on him again, but, Zach Wilson's bigger, stronger arm. He's nowhere near the quarterback Bryce Young is. I mean, it's not even close. But Zach Wilson goes 2nd overall. That said, I mentioned Lance Zierlein. There's an article on Horseshoe Huddle, the Fan Nation site on Sports Illustrated, that Zierlein said that the one player they probably wouldn't take is Bryce Young, because Chris Ballard doesn't want small players. I think CJ Stroud has played his way into number 1 contention, and then Brugler has Will Levis going number 2 overall. So I agree with you. I think that it's not a slam dunk that it's going to be Bryce Young. And what's interesting about Levis is, he acknowledges that this year was a little bit of a disappointment for him. And he kind of helps throw Rich Scangarillo under the bus. Had a new play caller, new offensive coordinator who was fired at the end of the year. So that may be an excuse. It may be reasoning, but he's got the tools. I'm on the CJ Stroud train, man. That might be, if I'm not going Bryce Young, I'm probably going CJ Stroud number 1.